chaos
type
over
100
on
as
this
well.
side of the
Oh my god.
roster.
Oh my
And look,
god.
it's the Burgers. It's the Burgies
Wait,
themselves.
can we go through? Can we go through all of them? What does Otter have? What does Snoop have?
Well, we saw Otter. He has a rat, but he has a Type 100 in hand. So, it seems like they're going. And Snoop has a Tommy gun. So, definitely some interesting scenes here. And, Zahid with the Volk takes down Crazy Care Bear. And, they're using these crazy guns, but they're still off to a hot start here, Dan.
Okay, Leafs, it says that he has an MP40. That's not correct. That is definitely not an MP40.
Yeah, what? Why does that say MP40?
Just want to make sure everyone is aware of that. But you know what? If it works, it works. And so far, it seems like it's working because this is a strong start here for the side of the Boston Burgers. They've already flipped the spawns. They're holding some good time here. OGT, they're down by 30 at the moment, but who is it? It's Moha. That actually, oh my god, Jake, you know how sometimes things just work out perfectly? Not only did this rotation work out perfectly thus far for OGT, but that transition did too. I feel like Linus Tech Tips out here as we sit and watch Moha trying to hold these angles, trying to soak up this time, trying to get OGT back in this game after that rough first hard point, as Crazy Care Bear picks up 2 in the kill feed.
Yeah, Old Guys Texas were able to get a solid amount of time here on the P2. They get the first couple of seconds, the first 20 make that, but Leafs still here starting off on a 6 streak, looking for the 7th here. He gets taken down by Speedy, so he is unable to get those streaks. Zahid comes in with the Volk, picks him up, gets another one, but Care Bear is in for the trade. And Boston Burgers giving up a good amount of time on this P2. Otter does have that MP40 in hand. Care Bear holding down this P2 side. And, while Burgers are on the rotation, it looks like Old Guys Texas should be able to get this last 15 to put themselves in the lead here.
Yeah, this is a good rotation. I'm interested to see. I want to hop on board with this Moha real quick because, yet again, that's the person who's holding these spawns. That's the person who's winning the important gunfights. That's the person who's making sure OGT can get this time. They lost that last bit of time on old, but they're holding this new time. And it comes down to Moha. I'm going to say it different every time because I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced, but Snoop's going to get taken down. Leaf's going to get taken down. It's all down to Otter, who's last one up and sitting outside that front window. This is a beautiful hold and rotation out of OGT, who we thought were going to lose this rotation based solely on the fact that they had 3 and old with like 10 seconds left.
Yeah, and, they do get broken with the last 20, but they go up around 30. And the kills do come in from their side as well. Alex with a big 2-piece, Moha coming in with another kill of his own. So they go up. They're around 40 points in the lead now. And now Boston Burgers are hyper-focused here on this rotation as of now. Old Guys Texas do have some sort of a hold here at this bottom church area. They are really, completely held around this area, but Old Guys Texas are not too far away. It's going to be Leafs in the time off the start. Crazy Care Bear, though, starting off 9 and 4. He's in the back tank area looking for these Boston Burgers players, and Old Guys Texas break just like that, Dan. I mean, that's a huge break for an Old Guys Texas squad.
Yeah, although you're going to see 2 big kills coming out of Snoop. I do want to point out, we did see Otter switch it up, pull out the MP40. As far as I'm aware, though, the rest of Boston still using these shall we say unmeta weapons. We've got the Sten out here for Leafs, the Volk still in hand for Zahid. You're gonna see a break there from OGT. They aren't gonna be getting any time at the moment. Boston is actually gonna be able to pick up, well, I was gonna say pick up that time, but they're just gonna leave 10 seconds on the board because the rotation is more important, and they know it. Snoop gonna fall. Gonna see here 2 players from Boston gonna get the trade. This is an important hard point here for Boston if they want to pull back into this hard point game.
Yeah, Leafs is the lone burger player on P4 right now, or make it P5, and he's waiting for his teammates. He does have the strafing run in hand, but Otter comes in from behind him, picks up the kills, and Leafs in this time right now. Boston Burgers finding their way back into this game. He's looking for one. He's unable to get him. Alex does get taken down, but their Speedy as well gets taken down as well. Crazy Care Bear trying to push out the time. Leafs waits for him, takes him down with that Sten. One more player here, it's Moha, and he gets taken down by Moha. So big break out of them. Old Guys Texas remain in the lead. Moha sitting at 11 and 8 right now. trying to take down Otter as well. Just looking to get the scrap time while his teammates rotate to new. Zahid is here, trying to play his life, sitting at 19 health, gets the regen in. Eco chows Alex with the pistol, and that was quite the jump chow. Zahid, aka Spices, with the solid kill, but there goes Crazy Care Bear, and now Old Guys Texas are set up at new just like that, Dan.
Jake, can production confirm that we are not being punked? Did something happen here where we are getting these? You know, I don't think I've seen a Type 100 used since the launch of Vanguard, really. What is going on here with Boston's weapon selection? I want to say it's working for them. They're only down by 30, and the kills are going in their favor. You know, you got Leaf sitting at 14 and 11, does have a strafing run in the back pocket. Otter sitting at 11 and 10, gonna get taken down. They're getting the important kills. They just don't always soak up as much time as possible. We saw that when they gave up 10 seconds at Church. 4 kills gonna go in favor of OGT, but the rotation is in favor of Boston, and this is a rotation that OGT won last time. But Crazy Care Bear, he snuck through, and this could be a huge play here.
Crazy Care Bear trying to army crawl his way up into that platinum. Player runs behind him. Oh, he does get spotted out by Leafs. And I think the reason we've seen Old Guys Texas take such a a solid 40-point lead here in this match is, they're just doing a better job of playing together as a unit right now. Boston Burgers are getting the kills in their favor, but, I mean, we're seeing it right now. Old Guys Texas just all focus the back. They get 2 into the back, and now the Burgers are forced to react to it. Leafs, the lone man on the hill, he gets 1 behind him. That's Crazy Care Bear. And Zahid and Co. are forced to slay their way out of it. It's going to be Crazy Care Bear the last on time. The Volk is not doing his job, but he does get 1. Automaton in hand now, but Alex is able to take him down. And with 21 seconds left, I mean, Burgers are forced to rotate. Snoop trying to hit Old, but he gets taken down just like that. So 2 Burgers on new, but Old Guys Texas are in a full hill advantage now, up around 60 points here. Mega 50 gonna be 60 as the hill pops, but Burgers are forced to hold a solid lockdown on this P3 if they're gonna find their way into this game, and the first blood goes from the side of Texas.
Yeah, Boston's gonna have to pull off what happened when COVID first hit. Full lockdown, hold the whole time if they want to be able to bring this game back into contention. Snoop, STG, I don't think I've ever seen an STG in this game without a slave reflector on it, so the weaponry coming out of Boston, they just seem to be having quite a bit of fun right now. And so far, so good on the whole. They're going to bring it to within 20 points, and there's 25 seconds left on this point, so this is looking good for them at the moment. Snoop going to trade that kill out. No one... Oh, the spawns just flipped out of nowhere. Randy Keith Orton just... OGT gets that last 20 seconds for free, and oh my god, Crazy Care Bear, that was disgusting. Get that man some hand sanitizer because he needs to wash after that.
Yeah, that was an ungodly kill out of Crazy Care Bear, but Boston Burgers are set up for the new time, but Crazy Care Bear set up in that back area just like he has been before, and they're going to try to pinch their way from this hill, and Alex gets a big kill onto Snoop to break, but Zahid and Leafs trade him out of their own speed. He's just trying to slide cancel his way away from his problems, but he does get taken down by Otter, and Burgers holding a solid amount of this time right now. Snoop trying to climb his way up the ladder. He sees Alex in front of him. Oh my god, he gets the kill and the slide. That was some next level movement. He picks up 2. There's 1 more Outer. It's Crazy Care Bear. Can he get 3? And he does not, so we won't see that in the Brendy highlight reel, but that was a solid first 2 kills, I'm going to be honest. And Leafs and Co. find their way back into this game, 202 to 202 with 17 seconds on the clock. Burgers are looking to make the rotation to new as well. Otter trying to hold down this P4 just to get as much time as he can off of the clock, but Leafs is here with that Sten in hand. He sees 1, he gets 1. Moha with the trade as well, but Moha gets 2, so that's going to be next hill rotation in the favor of Old Guys Texas, and now Burgers are forced to break. Old Guys Texas can win here.
Yeah, and the problem is, you know, if you were Boston, you maybe were counting on Leafs with the streak, but this hardpoint doesn't really lend itself to being used for a streak necessarily, and you need to just clear this hardpoint out. And what is OGT gonna do? They're gonna stack the point. You're gonna see 2 kills go down by Otter. He's gonna get a team kill for a 3rd. Leafs gonna find 1. Stun comes in. Otter with a 2-piece. Leafs with a 3rd. The Sten and the Type 100 combining for some absolutely massive kills here. The 3 push is gonna come in. This is still winnable here if you are OGT. Otter on a 5 streak. 19 seconds left on the point. 13 is what's needed for OGT to get the win here, and you can't just be thinking about this time. You got to think about the rotation, and finally we're going to see OGT decide to. You're going to see number 5, that's going to be Moya, pushing up. He's been the one rotating all game. Alex hitting that top mid window. Gonna pick up 2 is Moya. Alex gonna pick up an assist. Gonna fall. 3 kills go to the side of Boston. They only need 30 points here, Jake. Texas needs 4.
Yeah, Texas need to find their way into this hard point. They have 20 seconds to do so. Moha with a big kill onto Snoop. And now the contest is in. Crazy Care Bear trying to make a play. Picks up lead. And the streak does come in from Otter, but it only gets 1. They might be able to close it out here. Old Guys Texas win the map 250 to 230. And, you know, Burgers had the crazy guns out the whole game, but Old Guys Texas close it out 250 to 230. A very close game there at the end there, Dan. Old Guys Texas just couldn't stop breaking, it seems like.
Okay.
Now, so
There's
we are staying with the Silly Billy guns in this game, in this Bocade Search and Destroy. It's going to be starting off from Zahid with the Volk in hand. Leafs got the bomb. They're going toward A, and let's see what they do here. I expect a very calculated and coordinated offensive push out of half of the Green Bay Goats from the Diamond Pre-Made Division, aka the Boston Burgers mixed team.
Honestly, I'm not even sure what to expect at this point. The Volk, I mean, it's good close range. Snoop has a real gun. Here, Otter's got a Car 98. The Sten's out. Jake, I'm so confused. I'm honestly at this point, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Leafs playing Ring Around the Rosie right now. Bombs down. Speedy's in a 1v3. What do you even say? What are you supposed to say when we're supposed to be saying things and I have no words?
Well, what we can say is that was a great start for the Boston Burgers in this Bocage S&D. And one thing we said during the last series when we watched it was that Bocage can be a little bit defensive-sided heavy as opposed to a map like Tuscan, which is very offensive heavy. So, you know, if you're able to start off with an offensive win, you have to you have to feel good for the Boston Burgers. And you know, we do have a command in chat now for !Dan. Dan Hell has casted 1-3-0 in Vanguard Spring. I think that is fantastic. Let's see if we can make it 2 here, but it's going to be the Boston Burgers trying to fight back here.
Yeah, and so far, so good for the Boston Burgers. The silly weapons seem to be working at the moment, at the very least, as it's a 4 versus 2 here. Alex, looking for some kind of information. You really just don't want to put the bomb down when you're in a 4v2. You want to get 1 pick at the very least. You'd like to get 2, and you'd love to get 3, obviously. But they know where these players should be. It's just the actual difficulty comes in not revealing yourself too much and not giving away a trade that you can't afford to. As I say that, that's going to happen. A 4v2 becomes a 1v3, which becomes a 1v2, which becomes a 2v none. And a 2v none leads to a 2-0 lead for Boston. And honestly, Jake, I said way too much, way too quickly. I got a little lightheaded. I'm going to need you to take over for a sec. That was too much for me.
Yeah, well, the Boston Burgers starting off hot here, 2-0. Let's see if they can keep it going on this offensive end. Zahid with the Volk in hand yet again. And, you know, while we did mark the Volk as a quote-unquote silly gun, the Volk is pretty good when you use it. It's a solid weapon for the most part, but you gotta be able to play right with it. Old Guys Texas bounced back with a solid 2 first bloods in this map. Or in this round, and they have completely taken the barn away from the Boston Burgers. So now Snoop and Leafs reconcile at the back staircase area. Speedy does get the call out, but Leafs goes to that top area. Snoop gets taken down as well. 1v4 for Leafs. Let's see what he can do with the Sten in hand. He does have the bomb, so he does have a play to be made here. If he can find one, maybe he can sneak his way out, but he's got to find one at least. And, you know, he is in a 1v4. He has 45 seconds left. He sees Crazy Care Bear at the back. He gets 1. He's looking for more. He's got a bunch of Old Guys Texas players around him, but nobody wants to chow.
Yeah, this is where you start to see some kind of, a little bit of triangulation here. Find the hypotenuse if you are on OGT. Leafs trapped in the 1v3. gonna get taken down there. Solid play, you know, OGT, they're on defense. They know the Leafs has to plant the bomb. Just wait. Just wait for him to make the play. And the only thing really I would have liked to have seen there is just a little bit closer play style from them. They weren't really in a position to trade anything. So other than that, solid win there on defense for OGT.
Okay.
What? Please go back to Otter. Please.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay.
Oh, he switches. Nope, he still
Oh,
got it. He still got it
okay.
in hand.
I'm
But
not.
the Heat trying to take a chow, P2 with a bolt. And he sees nothing. He opts to back up. But Snoop does have the sniper rifle in hand. 2-1 for the Boston Burgers. They are playing a pick here. Snoop trying to see if he can find anybody at this P2 area. He sees Speedy, but he's unable to zoom in fast enough. Speedy was watching the top, and Leafs snuck his way around the back. Speedy sniffs him out, though. Leafs trying to find somewhere he can go, and Leafs opts to run away. He did see one, but I think he keeps wanting to run away. He sees Speedy, but he is able to take him down, leaving it in a 2v3 situation for the Boston Burgers. Alex wins one on the other side. Now Leafs back in a 1vx situation. This time it is a 3, and Crazy Care Bear does take him down.
It's a solid offensive win here. These teams both just winning 2 rounds straight off the rip. Solid play, really. You know, once you know where Leafs is, you can just trap him. You have bomb down. You know he has to push past that point of the map. And, well, OGT did exactly what they needed to. They just said, all right, you can't really get past, you know, the first barn door. And that's all you really need to do. I'm curious to see if Boston decides to switch things up. Obviously, we know Snoop, it was using an MP40. Leafs sticking with the Sten, and honestly, I don't blame him. It's working.
Working solidly well for Leafs, but you got to try to close out this offensive round if you are the Boston Burgers. You don't not want to go down in the search and destroy, give Old Guys Texas any type of momentum. But as I say that, Speedy does pick up a first blood onto Snoop, and now Boston Burgers are forced to make a play here at the outer A site. Zahid does have eyes on that top window area, but Crazy Care Bear plays to back up, jumps in behind Leafs. He does get taken down. Leafs knew he was going to chow, and he's got one more outer, but Moha does chow, so a big kill out of Moha, making it a 1v3. Sees one, gets two, make it a 1v1. This could be a 1v3 for Zahid. There's one more in the back. Moha gets the hip fire, and he gets the kill. Boston Burgers win the round, and Zahid gets a 1v3. And, you know, some solid timing, but you got to tip it because that was some solid, that was a solid 1v3 out of Zahid for real.
Oh my goodness, somebody send that to Brendy right away. That's going to end up in a highlight reel. Zahid with the trigger discipline, honestly, the trigger discipline as well as the spray can this transfer, going from one kill to the next on that 2-piece, absolutely perfect.
You know, off the break here, it's going to be Old Guys Texas on an offensive end, and they've had a little bit now to develop some strategy to this play in the lobby for right now.
Yeah, it's one thing I also want to mention. Because of the lobby unfortunately falling, and oh my goodness, oh what a fast round this has been. Speedy is left in the 1v3. He's gonna make it a 1v2. In the case of around 11, we are gonna have to take a quick second to figure out exactly where all the kills lie, just so we know who should be on offense versus defense. But right now, I'm more concerned with Speedy being able to pick up this round and tie it to 3-3. Does have bomb in hand. And honestly, I'm a little scared that one of these Boston players are going to shoot the other one in the head.
Yeah, I feel like that at any moment now they could just like decide to take each other out. Leafs opts to run away. He was scared of Zahid taking off his cranium, but he does get one. That's Speedy left in a 1v1. It's going to be Zahid yet again in a clutch position, but you know, he still has to get that bomb down, and Zahid seems to have an idea. He probably saw him there in that, but he hasn't got the bomb down yet. Speedy's still worried that Zahid's going to push him out, but Speedy's got to make a play here.
The problem right now is Speedy absolutely has to get this bomb down. He will elect to do so, which thank goodness he does, but the problem is, does he get caught on All trying to escape from the bomb. Zahid making a lot of noise here, running around quite a bit. I was a little worried that, you know, Zahid would check the bomb right as it was going down. That's what happens when you don't leave a lot of time left to get that plant down. Speedy's just going to play and hope. Oh, Zahid not able to spot him through the window. The door going to be open. Zahid going to go for the defuse, and the 1v3 going to come in out of Speedy. That is how you want to start the reset of a round. My goodness, what a win for Speedy.
Yeah, Speedy closes out that round to make it 3-3 in this map. So a big play out of Speedy to close out that round, making it a 3 streak as well. Boston Burgers looking to bounce back here on the offensive end. If you were on the Burger side, you probably would have wanted to close out that round. It was a 1v3 scenario for Speedy, and Speedy does end up closing out. But Boston Burgers looking to make a quick A hit here.
Snoop gonna get tagged down at 25 HP, so he's gonna have to take a second and reset the old mental there. Zahid was looking to fly into that window. Looks like we got a little bit of a block situation there. Yes, he was not able to do so. Moya gonna close up the window as Zahid looks to peek it. Alex gonna fall 2 Leafs. Moya looking for the trade, gonna find it. Big kill there. Stays alive as well, so we're going to be in a 3v3 in the game's 3v3 score here. Does Snoop not see the foot poking out through the wall there?
Not too sure he does. Moha's at the top, and it's going to be Crazy Care Bear at the bottom side. Old guys, Texas playing so defensively heavy right now. Snoop grabs the bomb, opts to put it down, but there's 2 Old guys, Texas players in this A site. Moha trying to find his way out, but Snoop does end up getting the bomb down, and now we have a 3v3, and I think the most important player here is going to be Otter at that barn area, but Crazy Care Bear needs to find a way in. I think he saw Snoop, but it's just a mix here at this A-bomb site as of now.
Yeah, the kill on Otter is going to be crucial, and it's going to go down. Speedy going to be on your POV here. Is Zahid going to get the kill onto Speedy, but Moya going to get the trade. That's 2. Crazy Care Bear already on the defuse, and that's going to be a 4-3 lead here for OGT. Huge retake there out of them. Otter, that was the crucial kill. Like you said, he was in that top arm position, able to look down. Zahid able to get one, unable to get the second. Great job by Speedy tagging him up, making him nice and weak. And I was a little worried that, you know, OGT were taking a long time. They did about 15 seconds of just kind of waiting around, but able to work out for them as they go up 4-3 here.
OGT looking good off the reset here. They got to pull out another offense out of their hat, though.
Did you see a sword?
He did have a sword for just a second there. It was a katana. But
oh my goodness.
you'll see what he can do with it. I mean, he doesn't opt to use it. He has the MP40 in hand. He nades the window, just trying to get it broken, make sure it's open. Maybe he wants to jump in it later, but Snoop holding down this top side area. And on the defensive end, Old Guys Texas on the offensive side look to play this a little bit slower, play patient, play a pick. But Zahid, they gave him a little too much time to make a play, and he gets a first blood onto Moha.
Yeah, and Snoop's going to pick up the second one onto Alex. So a 4v2 situation here. He's looking good. Crazy Care Bear stays alive. 4 HP. Is looking for the chow. Expected out of Leafs. I liked the positioning. Unfortunately, just a little bit too weak to get that kill. Speedy now. You did it before. Here's another 1v3. Have fun. You don't have bomb this time, though.
Does not have the bomb in hand. This could be a big bounce back round for the Boston Burgers. And they're all so far away. They have the bomb sites covered. Snoop watching this outer side. Seeing Speedy pick up the bomb, but Snoop has an angle on him. And it looks like Zahid took him down. So that makes it 4-4. And we got a tie game here. It's going the distance here, Dan.
This is getting a little bit intense. It's unfortunate, you know, obviously as observers, you know, we're not looking at exactly what the player is looking at. So, you know, especially because we know where the other players on the map are, we know to expect, you know, oh, I know to see, like, I'll look for a leg here or I'll look for something there. Unfortunately, Speedy did not manage to see the player who, I believe it was Snoop, who went down around to that bottom left side of A. Could have potentially seen him make it into a 1v2, but Card's not going to fall that way. Leaf's getting aggressive with the Sten. Alex going to get the kill with the MP40. Stays alive. Just looking for a little bit of help here. Wondering if he's going to get unlucky timing with the stun. He will. Zahid picks up the kill with the Volk. Moya going to get traded. Crazy Care Bear going to find a kill as well. 2v2 situation. Bomb in hand here for Zahid. A's pretty clear right now for the side of OGT, and it looks like this is going to be a bit of a wrap situation here.
Yeah, Zahid and Otter opt to, you know, take it the safe route and go toward that water side. Speedy and Care Bear both doubled up here in this bottom grandma's area. Zahid and Otter, not sure yet where they're at. They could be anywhere, but they do have the B site open for them for their liking, and they could plant the bomb just right now, and it looks like they will do so. Beatty take a route, sees him on the bomb, takes him down, and now Otter left in a 1v2 to try to make a play here.
I'm about to start calling Speedy Captain Clutch, because this man finds the routes. He has the timings. Route man gets paid, is able to kill the player planting, able to get the trade as well onto Otter. And that is a great win there for OGT, going up 5-4. This is getting a little crispy here.
Definitely getting a little crispy, and OGT goes up 5-4. Like you said, one round away from closing out this map 2 in deciding fashion after that reset, and they opt to go back to that A site. Otter throws his pre-nades, but they're all pushed up so far. It's up to Zahid to stop him. He gets one, sees Moha as well. Will he get traded out as well? Moha runs his way into that A site with the bomb in hand, but he has no teammates to help him out. He puts that bomb down, but he does get naded off of it. Care Bear looking to make a play here. Leafs up top, does see him. Care Bear opts to play that corner, runs away. Playing it safe, Zahid does pick up Moha, and now it's a 3v2 here. Leafs picks up Care Bear as well. Speedy left in a 1v3. Let's see if Captain Clutch can do it yet again. Fails his way up the stairs, but he's on the bomb. Gets Leafs off the time. There's 2 more, though, and we're going to a round 11, Dan.
Oh my goodness. He really could have done it, too. Unfortunate there, the way that shook out for Speedy, looking for yet another 1v3. OGT, honestly, they made it incredibly hectic. Crazy Care Bear running around that bottom house. Moya getting that bomb down. I don't like the play from Care Bear there, just sitting in that mid-map area. But here we go. It's a round 11, and it looks like we're just going to go for it. Looks like what I said earlier about, counting kills was wrong. It's just up to Boston to get this offensive win here. Alex going to get stunned. Moya going to peek the window, but Crazy Care Bear gets the first blood onto Snoop.
Crazy Care Bear gets the first blood. It's going to be Leafs, Zahid, and Otter left in a 3v4 situation. Now there is one top. Alex picks up another one onto Zahid. It's up to Leafs and Otter to clutch up this map for the Boston Burgers and not go down 2-0. And Care Bear slide cancels him, leaving Otter in a 1v4 situation. He gets one, making it a 1v3. He's got 54 seconds left, so he has some time to work with here, but he's got to get that bomb as well. Moha planted top, G's, Care Bear at that bench area, Speedy backside L. They seem to have the whole map cut now, and Otter really has nowhere to go.
He's going to throw the stop up there. Unfortunate. We had some people in chat asking for Otter, the Otter cam. It's the Otter World League, right? So let's see if he's able to clutch up the 1v3, putting some shots down, looking for maybe someone to get a little overchow. I believe Crazy Care Bear shot there. He did not. OGT going to go up 2-0. Jake, it's not going to be a 3-0.
Well,
it can't not on it. It looks like, regular guns coming out of Boston this game.
They said, hey, we're coming in with the real business now. Otter with the rat in hand. No crazy scope on it. Going toward that P1. It looks like, guys, Texas are trying to work that P1 well. No crazy guns, we said, but he's got the automaton with the iron sights on it. Snoop with the auto in hand as well. Normal auto. Leafs with the normal auto, and that's something you definitely have to be worried about because he's beaming 100% of the time. But a big start onto that B, but he gets pinched out by Snoop. Snoop with a big start. And now they are a clean 4 down. Snoop with a big 3. Zahid looking to pick up the 4th, but that's Speedy. He gets taken down. Crazy Care Bear looking to do whatever he can as a teammate, but Boston Burgers with the autos in hand are looking good off the break. And Old Guys Texas just need to focus on this A point.
True, but I won't lie to you, Jake. I like that start. You know, you get a tick onto B. You know, you've got a minute on the clock here to cap A. Snoop has to wait for reinforcements. The question is, does he pick up a kill? He is going to pick up one onto Moya. Not going to look for a second, which I like. Playing his life on a 4 streak here. And it looks like it's a possibility that the A is just... Yep, it looks like Boston's going to give up on A for the moment, at least. As they're going to have about a little under 2 minutes here. A minute 52 to take B, and they've already got a good bit of progress on it. And Boston never decapped the nearly half of the second tick. So we might see an offensive win here.
They might sneak over to this B site as well. Speedy and Alex going to be jumping on the point. Nobody is here as of now. They could 2-stack this and maybe able to sneak. They got a second tick. Leafs does chow Speedy. He gets taken down, but there's one more on this point. It's Alex. Alex does get taken down, so a big break out of Boston Burgers, and that's a 4 down. They have some opening to push up here, and they are going to be doing so. Otter going to be cutting this top boat area, and he's looking for one. He gets one on the Care Bear. Alex gets another one, though, and the lives tied with a minute 30 left. And, you know, Snoop here at this P1 area. Good rebound out of Boston Burgers.
Yeah, that 4 dead might be it. In all honesty, Jake, if Boston ends up winning this round, it might be off the back of that 4 dead. That allows them to get so far pushed up. You know, OGT has so much work in front of them in order to just get to a position where they can even think about capturing B again. It looks like Snoop's going to get a nice little bit of timing there, getting behind Moya. And this should be a free kill here if he decides to peek it, which he looks like he's about to. Yeah, there it goes. Player I'm going to be looking out for right now is Crazy Camper. He is in the spawn. He's going to pick up at least one, trying to stay alive, knows how important this life is, how important playing in this position is, and that's a huge second kill. But again, Snoop just in the perfect position on another 4 streak. Only 8 kills, 2 4 streaks. Just Snoop only seems to be getting kills in 4 streaks here.
Moha with a big kill on the Leafs. Leafs gets a team kill onto Zahid as well. They might be able to sneak this away. Otter gets one.
Oh, no.
Moha with another, and they should be able to steal this away. Are they going to get the cap? They do. They get the offensive round win. Old Guys Texas steal away the B capture point when nobody thought they could. With 8 lives to go, Moha takes down Otter. He gets traded out, but they do enough to stay on the point and cap that B. So a big offensive round win for the Old Guys Texas squad.
What is happening, Jake? What is happening?
I mean, Old Guys Texas are really, they're really locked in as a unit right now. They're not making any crazy solo plays. They're just doing it all on their lonesome. They're not doing any, you know, overchows. They're just all working together to get these points, and they did so fantastically in that round 1. So let's see if they can, you know, turn it around on this defense. Leafs is able to get one onto Speedy, but he's the last one on the point now. Alex does get taken down, but here comes Moha trying to chow him as well. He's got the auto in hand. He stuns out, but he gets taken down. Leafs with a big 3-piece on a 4 streak to get this 8 point and a big start on this offense for the Boston Burgers. And the one thing about Texas is they did win that offense, but the only way to make it important is if you win the defense off the back of it.
100%, and this is 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock for Boston to take B, and they're up by 3 lives. This is going to be, to say it's a bit of a challenge would be putting it lightly, but the important kills right now coming in from Speedy. They're able to shut down the push. They're able to make Boston have to reset to the halfway point, although something interesting for the moment, at least, something to keep your eye on is the mini-map here, ladies and gentlemen. Boston is electing to push through mid and to push through that A side of the map. They're almost neglecting the B side of the map because they know, hey, if they have someone there, it's almost impossible to win that fight. They are going to get that kill onto Crazy Care Bear as Speedy is going to be able to take the boat. So this might be an important flank here from this player, as two players are going to be in that P1 area. It's going to be Leafs and Otter. If Speedy can find at least one, this will be huge. He's going to get one, going to get taken down. The kills are going in the backside of the map here. Boston players falling in the OGT spawn. Zahid looking for the trade, not going to find it. And that is going to reset the push here. 18 apiece with a minute left. So far, so good on defense.
Absolutely. I mean, they lose that 8 point somewhat quickly, but they're looking great here as this round plays out. Crazy Care Bear trying to play this deep right area. Moha trying to hold down this left area. Leafs gets the better of him there in that P5. But Care Bear, in this side of the map, if they can get some kills on the board, it's going to be useful for them. But right now, if they don't get any kills, it's just going to be a little bit useless here because there's going to be nobody in the spawn. He is trying to make a play. Zahid sniffs him out, and now Boston Burgers have somewhat of a push to make here on this B point, but they only have 25 seconds left to do so.
Yeah, Alex's most important job right now is just to stay alive. Moya gonna help him out in the back. Snoop needs to find this kill. This is such a crucial kill here. If he can take down Alex, who he finally will be able to. Two players on the point. It's a 2-kill differential. Crazy gets one. Crazy gets two. Oh my goodness. 10 seconds left on the clock. The only player in a position here is Leaf, and he knows there's 4 players looking at him. That's it. That's another round. That's a defensive win. OGT within 1 round from winning a 3-0 here. And Jake, I'm just terrified. I'm just terrified that my curse will live forever. I feel like I feel like every Disney princess ever. You know, I'm just as pretty as them, so you know, it's you know. I mean, you have better hair though.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, yeah. I can't really think of like an example, but like, I mean, right now you're kind of like Rapunzel, and like you're trapped in the tower of 3-0s. And I'm like that guy from Tangled trying to like find your way out. Yeah, Flynn. And I just like trying to sneak you out like the best way I possibly can. He was definitely a little bit more successful than I am currently, but I'm doing my best at least. Oh my lord, Crazy Care Bear is just next level. Pushing out the spawns, and they're going for that 8 point. And you know, if you're Old Guys Texas, this can literally be a throwaway round that you just play for live because you know you have a defense after this. But I'm sure they want to close it out here with a 3-0. And wouldn't it be, you know, just so on brand that they win this 3-0 control in a 3-0 fashion? I think that would just be perfect for our scenario right now. Leafs trying to make a play onto this player in the back. It's Care Bear. He gets taken down. They're still up in lives, but Leafs doing anything he can to help this Boston Burger squad bounce back.
Yeah, this might be where it gets a little bit dangerous here if you're OGT. The control that Boston has at the moment is quite astounding. As I say, that three players are going to fall on the side of Boston. Crazy Care Bear does decide to fall off the map, I do believe, but you don't want to just throw away lives. Like you said, you got a minute 30. It's 19-19. I do believe they have a kill advantage, although I would need to do some quick maths to get that 100% fact checked. But, you know, you can really play for defense, like you said. The only problem is if you play for defense and then you lose it and you go to a round 5 is when it starts to get a little bit risky. So obviously if you can close it out here, but my goodness, Speedy is looking scary.
Yeah, Speedy playing fantastic as of now. There's one player, P1. He doesn't know that he's there. He's just trying to get this time on the B point so they can lock down that, you know, time. Keep the time stopped here. Mohawk gets taken down by Snoop, so that's a big kill. Speedy left alone on the B site, and that's going to be a 3 down for them. And, you know, we were talking about it earlier, Dan, but I think this Old Guys Texas squad is opting to camp the back of their spawn for the life count.
I mean, look at where these players are. It really comes down to just Leafs positioning. That is such a tough gunfight to win from the side of OGT. This is such a disgusting place to be. And honestly, you don't want to give up streaks here. Leafs is on a 5 streak. That's going to pop up on their screen as well as ours. and you can't really afford to give up streaks to a team going onto offense. And you're down in lives. You're gonna see Zahid get really aggressive here, maybe looking to bait for Leaves. That's actually would be quite an interesting play. Leaves is gonna pull out the submachine gun. Maybe hoping Crazy Care Bear gets a little bit over aggressive here in this last couple of seconds, which it looks like he might do. Nope. Those shots gonna back him down as we go. No fear of the double 3-0.
The double 3-0 does not come in, but Boston Burgers have to sneak an offensive round win away from Old Guys Texas here if they want to send it to a round 5. But I definitely believe in them. Old Guys Texas, they looked good on the first defense, but it definitely wasn't a round that was out of the Burgers' reach. I think the Burgers had a chance of winning that round. It was just, kind of all for naught there at the end. Sometimes defense just goes the other way. And, if you can bounce back and win this offense, I think you're feeling good if you're Boston Burgers, but you're going to have to.
Zahid.
It's going to start it all now. And Zahid definitely, like you said, is pushing into their base so quickly, they're going to have to find a way to stop him.
Yeah, and I something I did want to point out, apologies again, Jake, for stepping on your toes there, but Boston was on a collective 10 streak. Leafs was on 5, Snoop was on 4, and Otter was on 1. Unfortunately, Leafs falls on the 5, but Snoop able to pick up 2. So currently, pick up 1, sitting on 5 himself, looking to pick up some streaks. Maybe Crazy's going to find 1. That's going to be Otter, going to decap that little bit that was left available. But look at the control, no pun intended, that Boston has over OGT's side here. They're picking up kills at will.
But they need to focus on that A point. They only have 47 seconds left. They are on it now, so they're trying to get this cap in. If they get this cap, they will have 1 minute and 47 seconds left. But if Old Guys Texas can try to fight back here and get them off the point, it might be able to stop them real quick. But as I say that, the control point does go in the favor of the Boston Burgers, and now they're going to have to find a way to get this oh-so-difficult B point.
Problem right now, besides the fact that Snoop is on an 8 streak, so that's full streaks for Snoop, actually going to call in the glide bomb, so that's going to be 1 streak already gone, is just the control, again, that Boston has. They're picking up kills in the spawn at will. I don't know if OGT is going to be able to get them off the point here, as you see 1 player hop on. That's going to be Snoop. On a 9 streak, Alex is going to be sitting right next to a player. Actually, Alex and I believe Crazy Care Bear just run past someone. Crazy going to get a player off the point. The Heat's still in the spawn. Staying alive is what Boston has been doing perfectly this round, and they're up by 9 kills because Texas just cannot get them out of the spawn. Finally, they're going to clear the spawn. I feel like they've been in there for 2 minutes.
I know, actually, because Zahid was just doing his very best to stay alive as long as possible. And, it gives people time to sneak through. I mean, Snoop is back in their base yet again, just like that. So that's a big look. If he can get a couple kills here, he does show himself. He's at that top red radio area. Crazy Care Bear takes solace in this bottom tank. Now, Boston Burgers look to push out their middle side to try to get onto this point. There's 41 seconds left. Old Guys Texas, though, only have 10 lives to go before they run out. And Speedy with a big kill onto Snoop. He's out of the map, but he has time to get with his team. And that's a big 4 down. That's a big 4 down with only 30 seconds left. Boston Burgers, they have to run. They have to fully sprint here. Moha with a humongous 2-piece to open things up. And now Boston are forced to make a play onto B.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agreed with how slow Texas was to push up there, but you're going to see the 1 player who stayed in P1. That's going to be Crazy Care Bear. This has been Crazy's home the entire time they've been on defense, and it's been working so well. 5 seconds left on the clock. Someone has to get in the control point. It's got to be Otter. He's right there. There's no time left. The 3-0 is gonna happen. OGT gonna take down the Boston Burgers 3-1 in the control, 3-0 in the series overall.